to them again.
Oh yeah.
It's
So
good to have material that's prepped. You know,
are we live now?
we are live. Yes.
Okay. So I was telling Ellis, because Ellis was unfamiliar with these books, that when I was a kid, I bought Origins of Marvel Comics, and I bought Son of Origins, and I read these things. Ooh, this one's a little rough. I read these things constantly. I took them camping. I took them on holiday trips. I mean, I just read the crap out of them, and I love the comics, of course, but I love Stan Lee's intros. I love Stan Lee's bullpen bulletins. I was a big fan of that era of Stan Lee, and I was at a comic shop recently, and oh well, I was telling Ellis there's two more books in the series. There is one called Bring on the Bad Guys. Ellis, we're picking up your fan again.
Okay. I guess I have to turn it off or something. I don't know.
Don't do that. It's too hot.
Yep.
It'll be, well, like now it's fine.
Okay.
But anyway, there's Bring on the Bad Guys, and there's one called the Superhero Women. And they had superhero women at this comic shop, and I wanted it, but it was kind of expensive and it was rough shape. Anyway, since then, on through the miracle of the internet, I have found both of them. Superhero Women came in the mail the other day, and Bring on the Bad Guys is on its way. It should come tomorrow or Monday. But I am looking forward to Stan Lee wackiness.
Well, that's fun. That's what you bought it for, is to get yourself a whole bunch of essays from Stan.
Yeah, basically. Well, I just thought, I mean, I wanted them all when I was a kid, but for whatever reason, I couldn't. I mean, I didn't have money to burn when I was a kid.
Oh.
And
fortunately,
so
most of us don't have money to burn when we're kids.
Yeah.
We get in trouble with it, I tell you.
Yeah. So anyway, it was one of those, I wanted this when I was a kid, I'm going to buy it now kind of things.
Yeah. Yeah, those wonderful things that, I've got so much. The time I think about that is fixed in my mind that I wasn't even a part of, that seems like it was my period where I was just missing out. I wasn't a participant, but I could witness it, was the slot cars that were a big deal.
Oh, really?
When I was just a little too young to be one of the guys with a slot car. And I mean, they opened up, big retail floor space and just had kids crammed in there with just having the magnificent track that they raced on. It was something else. It was like these oddballs with their railroad hobby, it was just these huge tracks.
Oh yeah, I watched a video about the history of slot car. There was a particular type of car that they were profiling. I forget what brand it was.
Huh.
But it was pretty innovative. But
I'd like to see that. Because obviously you don't want them flying off too often,
No, yeah.
You got to have somebody. I think if I remember what the layout was, somebody was in the middle of it and could get to every point on the track,
Yeah. A few years ago, there was a place by my work that did that. It kind of came back for a little bit. It may still be in. Yeah.
Well, I imagine there's parts of the world. It sounds like something in Asia would likely to be a thriving something or other,
Yes. Anyway, how are you doing?
Oh, doing pretty good. I been getting out in that heat and doing that walking.
Oh my gosh, it was bad today.
Still, the squirrels depend on me. I have to be there.
The squirrels depend on you. God will take care of the squirrels, Ellis.
Yeah, I know they will.
But you're doing his work, so they probably appreciate it. I went today. I had to take a long lunch for my time, so I didn't end up with too much time. And so I said, I'm going to go. So I went to Half Price Books. I bought me a Doc Savage reprint while I was there. But I thought, I'm right by Ellis's house. I should stop in. He'd love to have unwarned about company. That's exactly what Ellis lives for.
Right.
I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, especially now that you always playing with a new gun. Yeah.
Yeah, come
Show
on,
me a gun.
show me a
No, I'm
gun.
kidding. I like guns.
Oh yeah,
Never
well,
mind. We can talk about your guns. I don't guess.
I don't care. I mean,
Okay.
that's the good thing about guns is what's somebody gonna do about it?
Yeah.
I did get Michelle. I don't. Did I tell you Michelle's dad sent me a shotgun of his?
Oh, really? Is it pump or what is it?
No, it. Oh, I can't believe I didn't tell you about this. You would probably dig this. It's a 20 gauge breakover, single
Hmm.
shot,
Oh, a single
and you
shot. Okay.
and you got to cock it. So you hit the button and break over the. I'm making action. You can't see. Break over the barrel
Hmm.
and put a bullet in or put a shell in,
Hmm.
close it, and you got to cock the hammer back and then you fire it. I
That's
haven't
just like
shot it.
that's my little single shot 410. Yeah, that's pretty much how that works. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, it's an old gun, but it's not like it doesn't look like a classic old gun. I think
Yeah.
it's a farm gun is what it is.
Yeah. It was just the
Michelle's grandpa.
equivalent of what I've got. Probably it's there to shoot whatever comes up if it's dumb enough
Yep.
to need shooting.
Yep. Anyway, I don't know. I'm gonna shoot it at some point. I didn't buy any shells for it. I need to buy some shells, but it's been so rainy and so the weather's been
Hmm.
so crazy. We hadn't had time to go shoot, or we hadn't had the ability to go shoot because we shoot outside.
Hmm.
Um,
Sure.
Did you see page one? I got page one of chapter 8 done.
Wow. No, I think I did see this on Instagram or X. I forget which. Probably
I'm
Instagram.
Instagram. I don't do
Yeah.
X.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought it came out pretty good,
It did.
and so I'm working on two. I'm trying to get a.
You are scrupulous about that having a grid for your volumes. That's a good way to be.
Oh yeah. Well, there's going to be backgrounds in those panels, so
Hmm.
I'm trying to. And I drew this. I broke all this down last night. I didn't put the panels in, but I broke down I got the script and I broke down all the what I wanted in the panel, and then I realized I got to the bottom, and I knew it was going to be. I mean, I've drawn a thumbnail, so I knew it was going to be 3-tier. I got to the bottom and I was like, I got too much space, so I had to erase it, and I had some beautiful faces roughed in. I had to move everything down. Like, dang
Oh
it!
man.
Yeah, I was a little annoyed about that, but
Well, of
whatever. I
course,
mean, it
digitally, a
never.
guy ought to never be,
Nah, it'll be
set
fine.
back by any of that sort of thing.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Like I said, it just kind of frustrated me because it's like, uh, I had it drawn. I had some good expression on the faces, but I still got my reference. If I'm trying to get across an emotion, I'll always pull up a picture or something.
That's
So you,
something that does hold you back on that oil painting a bit. Is like you will get something going in oils, and you realize, oh, I'm at a step where I'm just going to destroy all of it as I have to move in and actually put some paint down, and that sort of thing. You just have to realize I can get it back. You know.
yeah. I mean, it's funny. So at work, I'm over the sculpting department, right? And
Hmm.
I have a sculptor that does it digitally, and I have a sculptor that sculpts in clay. The
Hmm.
one in clay, I'm like, well, it's easier because like reliefs, we do a lot of reliefs on plaques. And
Uh-huh.
I said, well, do we want to do reliefs digitally, and they've told me, well, no, we don't want to do the reliefs digitally because they look better when we do them in the computer. We have to print them, and it tends to flatten them out for whatever
Hmm.
reason. So we do them in
Interesting.
clay. We can see what it looks like. It looks better, and and I said, well, our changes. Oh, changes are no big deal. We just push the clay around a little bit.
Hmm. That's
I'm like, okay,
interesting.
oh yeah,
They're saying the edits are easier if you've got physical media right there in front of you.
yeah, yep. Well, for at least for faces.
Hmm.
the advantage to digital is you can print it out in any size. So if you
Yeah.
do a sculpture of a lion and you're planning it to be 12 inches, and then the client goes, well, we really want it 14. It's an easy change. That's a tough change in clay. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. If you can just scale something, sure.
Yeah. Yep. Much easier to scale. Anyway, so how are things going? How you holding out the heat? I know you're.
Oh,
Uh,
I've got an AC going right now. Of course, I've also got a really powerful air conditioner. So if anybody that comes along listens to this wondering what the background noise is, it's a big, powerful floor fan. It's one of those that's supposed to
oh, okay.
cool off the entire warehouse, basically.
Oh yeah, I got a ceiling fan. I'm upstairs. Of course, we have central heat and air, but sometimes it gets warm in here upstairs, and so
Hmm.
I got a ceiling fan I can turn on. I've been keeping on occasionally.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a nut for circulation. I just hate it when it gets all still and everything. I can't sleep when the air's not moving. Just gotta have that air moving.
I'm similar. We have a fan in our room that runs 24/7, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
uh, and I think it goes back to when I was a kid in like grade school, how they always had a fan running, at the first of the year when it was still hot outside.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, you know.
Oh yeah, kids back in the day, they had to show up in climates that I guess they'd consider it child abuse nowadays. That I was out in what they called the annex, these temporary buildings,
Oh yeah, portable. Yeah.
yeah, portable housing. And
Yeah.
sometimes the climate control wasn't all that good out in the old, I guess they were using water coolers or whatever.
Oh yeah. My father-in-law was a minister when he worked, and he was out in Clinton, and the parsonage there had one of those water coolers, and I was always kind of fascinated with it because it dripped the water. I mean, the unit was outside, had a fan, and it would drip water and kind of come
Yes,
down. But it
make a big
really,
mess. Yeah, yeah,
but it really only worked in that one room. You
yeah, yeah.
know,
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
you had to literally be in front of it just about. And a guy at my work, he's upstairs, and my building is old, and they're going to move everybody out of it at some point, so they're not willing to spend any money on it. Well,
hmm,
this poor guy, his room is on the southeast corner, so he gets all the morning sun, and it's hot. And they put in two mini splits a couple years ago, and they've just failed. And I went in his office. I was like going, "Oh my gosh, Craig, it's hot. It's blazing hot in here." And he goes, "Yeah, my mini splits quit, and they're not going to put any money in this building because they want to get rid of the building."
hmm.
Which I mean, it makes sense. You don't put money in it, but
Yeah,
I feel for the guy. I said, "I have a fan at my desk." He said, "Well, I've got a fan." And right outside his office is a huge room that is like 68 degrees, and he's like, "If I get too hot, I step outside."
yeah.
And I he said, I got a fan I'll turn on, and it'll push the air in, and I got one in here that circulates it. So I
They've
got one.
got. Go
I
ahead.
got one that oscillates if you want it.
Yeah, those are good too. Yeah, that's always good. But I wonder if it's not psychologically saying to yourself, here comes the full force.
Yeah.
It's like there's that great moment where the whole thing is directed at you, and
Oh yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
now,
It's like,
wouldn't that be better if it was just pointed at me and going all the time? But there's something about that oscillation that where you finally get the full effect. It's like,
yeah.
which goes to the factor of like can you truly be happy without knowing unhappiness. That sort of thing. You need those yin and yang things.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that, yeah, there's, it's,
Or
I'm
maybe
trying.
not. I don't know. I think
No,
most
no, no.
people.
Well, I'm thinking of an example I don't want to use because it's somebody at my work. But
Yeah, I'm thinking of
somebody at my
examples
work
too. I
that
don't want to use
grew,
them.
yeah, they grew up with a lot of money,
Uh-huh.
and I don't think they appreciated it. You know,
Yeah, yeah. All you do is like dream up. It's like that guy that killed his parents recently.
Menendez. Oh,
No,
oh,
no,
not
no,
that.
no. The guy Reiner.
Oh,
He wants his million and a half of his legacy, and I imagine he'd just give it right straight to his lawyers. But he thinks he should have that million and a half his parents had ready to bequeath to him. It's like, okay, you killed him.
yeah. No, I don't think it should work that way. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't. Yeah, you shouldn't get somebody's money after you kill them.
yeah. Seems like maybe that's why you did it. That's one of your common motivations for a murder mystery.
Yeah,
So,
Menendez, like I said.
yeah, yeah.
Well, but I think
Columbo on your tail because it's all about the money.
so. Let me ask you a question. Let me get this
Okay.
straight. No, no, no. It's by Columbo. What do you always say?
Well,
Never.
Columbo, he'd always say,
Yeah,
one more thing or something like that.
yeah, something
What do
like
you,
that. Oh, hey, that reminds me. So let's see. You were born in what'd you say? 53,
yeah.
55, 53.
Right.
Okay, so you would have been a little young, but did you ever watch Route 66?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And a guy can watch all of them anymore these days on Tubi and stuff.
YouTube has them. Or not
Mm.
YouTube. Prime. Prime.
Oh, really? They do.
I've been watching them on Prime. Yeah. No commercials.
Yeah,
No.
Sterling
So there's.
Silliphant gets a little too full of himself every now and then. They're a little too, oh, I don't know. Well, what would you say about them? They're just a
I've
little
only.
too
I've
full of
only.
themselves.
I've only watched a few, but yeah.
It's like everything when you realize that just one more thing, sir. Yeah, Dan's here. Just one more thing,
Oh,
sir.
Dan's here.
And yeah, that Columbo, he would just be about a halfway out the room.
Yeah.
Might even have the guy's arm on his shoulder, directing him out of the room. One more
Yeah.
thing, sir.
I had this habit of saying this may be.
Look at this. Dan immediately
Uh,
talks about the segment of Route 66 that everybody agrees is absolutely one of the worst they ever did, but features Karloff, Cheney, and Peter Lorre.
oh gosh.
Yeah, yeah. And what it is that it features them as arguing, contentious kind of guys that are showing up at the same kind of like con back in the day.
Oh really? That's
Yeah, yeah,
funny.
yeah. So they're
Cool.
all, I forget what the big conflict was, but I think it was mainly they didn't even bother. That's the He loves that episode. Dude, that episode was one of the best. I love that
No,
episode.
no, no surprise that
Yeah,
Dan
yeah.
has. I'm convinced that Dan does not really have a job. He just watches TV all day.
Uh,
That's
I could watch that episode again just for the heck of it. Like you say, it's got Peter Lorre when he was, obviously the guy dates back to practically silent films. Well, he
oh
does.
gosh.
Well, I guess him
Does
is
he?
not silent, but it's close to being silent.
I'm reading a book now about Orson Welles' War of the Worlds broadcast.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be cool. It's cool so far.
The three actors were going to make a horror movie together, and they disagreed about what would scare people. Oh, that was the premise. Okay.
Oh, okay. Dan. Dan and his knowing stuff.
No, that's a good way to be. You
Yeah,
realize, though, it's
man.
like, wait a second. I remember this better than what I did 5 minutes ago. This is this is a curse. Maybe my brain, with all this useless stuff in it, is crowded out my brain's
Worthwhile stuff.
ability to have a short-term memory.
Process knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame that Dan, but Dan would have fit right in on the Classic Cinema podcast.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If he would not tell gags. I kid, Dan.
So, I was watching. Oh, here's one Dan's seen. You may have even seen it too, Scott. They decided to meet at a hotel outside of Chicago, playing host to a convention of secretaries. So they had the perfect test subjects to see if the old monsters still had a punch. That's right. They could dress up as the Wolfman, as the creature, which Dan probably knows this. I doubt if Karloff did the creature. Did somebody else do it instead of him? Or did they dress him up? I bet he didn't. I bet it was more like Glenn. I bet it was Glenn Strange probably did the creature.
Why do you doubt it was Karloff? He
was probably just a little frail to be running around as the creature. I'm not even sure what they would have had Peter Lorre doing. It was the last time Karloff played the Frankenstein monster, okay?
There you go.
It was Karloff, okay.
Per Dan.
Yeah, we'd always double check him with AI or something, but we'll let it go right now.
I need to send him my picture, Stanley.
You want me to show it to him right now?
Yeah, you can show it to him if you want to.
Okay, hey, Dan, this is something. Tell about the prompt you used.
I basically my prompt was, this is Gemini AI, so this is AI, Dan, but it was Stanley, an auditorium. I can't remember how I started it. I wanted a 70s auditorium with Stanley in a tan 3-piece suit speaking at a wooden lectern. Lectern.
Yeah.
With a not a microscope, a microphone.
How about this? And I told Scott about this image. I saw Stan back in the mid '80s. He wasn't that old looking back then. So mid '70s, you're missing out on a steadily looking. So AI's got that wrong. That's not what Stan looked like in the '70s.
Yeah. Well,
but that's a fantastic image. That could make yourself a doggone YouTube video with just practically one image.
I would.
You could just talk all over it.
I would bet money if I adjusted the light down just a little bit and slightly blurred it. And maybe added some film grain in Photoshop, it would pass as a photo.
Sure. Oh yeah. Well, I believe it right now.
Well, there is somebody that's got part of him at Carnegie Hall, an audio. I could download that audio, put this image up and put it on there. I bet it'd get some hits.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Actually, it looks like AI put a little bit of grain on it there.
Yeah. All those little dots on the edges. Yeah. Lori was like a Mr. Hyde character. Yeah, okay. Let's talk about Black Cricket. How is the story going?
I'm working on page 2, Dan. Cool your jets.
Page 2. It's going along.
Dan realizes that he has people out there that want my job. He's going to, and so he's going to hold my feet to the fire.
The only thing that's important is you realize it.
Is that what Dan said? That sounds like what Dan
said.
No,
I said my being sent up. But that's the old classic battle. This will turn you into a communist quicker than anything. It's like realize that you have no intrinsic value. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it must be too much X on my part.
Must be, because we all know commies have no intrinsic value.
Well, they don't have any value in terms of like keeping friends either. It seems like everything, is just like, that used to be the the way I worked before. I'll never work with that guy again. Oh, I better not
Yeah.
bring this kind of
Oh.
stuff up. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. What am I thinking? Hey,
What
I almost
are
got
you
chapter 9 ready.
Oh my
I told you
gosh.
your job is here. The reason I bring
Oh,
that
I
up is
know.
like I had those guys I worked with on Drawn and Quartered apparently have had some back and forth that I knew nothing about. That sounds like probably have ended friendships, which is a shame. These guys they were good friends and obviously really admired each other's work. And it's like, and just the usual disappointments in this and that, where someone didn't get what they expected to get, you know.
I have a question for Dan, and I'm going to ask this, and he's going to want to get on the show, so you might get ready, Ellis. So
Okay,
my
no
question
one will
is,
put up with my ass except Kevin Halter. Who's Kevin Halter? Is that the inker?
No, the inker is Jeff Austin. Kevin
Okay.
Halter does the letters and the colors, or he does the colors or the grayscale, and then I forget his name. William something does the letters, I believe. I don't think I got that backwards. I apologize if I do, guys. So my question for Dan is, and I don't know how well you can see this page, but I've got this page. I got this panel 5, and the panel has the description says Emily's bringing up Frank's helmet can, and we're getting his point of view of the rooftops he's racing over, and the clouds of smoke ahead of him. So I must show this. It is very loud now, Ellis.
Oh. Okay.
Would you?
Sorry.
It's like every time I say something and you talk, are you moving, or is it maybe?
I moved slightly sideways behind my monitor, thinking that maybe shut it down or something. Maybe I'd moved right directly in line with it or
Oh,
something. I don't know.
maybe. Anyway, so in this panel, it's supposed to be a point of view of Frank's helmet cam, and Emily saying something came up. My fear is that no one will know what this is because it doesn't have the black cricket in the panel. I mean, I know what you're doing, but I don't know how. I think we're switching from the party and Emily to here, and there's no. And I thought about putting static lines across there after I draw it, but my thought is, what if we showed it and we just showed him in there? I mean, I don't think it needs to be a point of view from the helmet cam. Anyway,
POV shot. Hey, Dan, were you saying when you put me coach, is that referring to wanting to be on the show or what?
Yeah, send him the link. He'll get in the show.
Send him the link? Okay.
Yeah, he's got nothing better to do.
Okay. Oops, let me find the thing. Decipher my icons down at the bottom. I'm sorry about this fan, but like I say, it's not the only thing keeping me.
I don't want you to die.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's okay. Hey, it rained here for about 2 minutes.
I'm not getting any of this rain you were talking about. We don't get any rain around here.
It rained here. I let the dog out and it started raining on her, and she was like, "What's this?" But I haven't got much. I mean, I haven't emptied the rain gauge, and there's nothing. There may be 1/8 of an inch in it at one point.
Well, if I can figure, there we go. Let me reply to. Okay. Doggies. There it is. Okay. Dan, you're getting a email. Well, let me change it. Might as well change it to where it looks like it's something that relates to edit subject. Well, I'll just call it link. Right now it says already pin up.
Oh, yeah. Have you done the pinup? Are you done with it? Oh, you're done with. You're done
Don't
with
you
it. Aren't
remember
you? Oh,
all
that's
the?
right. Oh, yes, that's right.
You
Because
don't remember the pinup?
but yeah, but I don't know if you're going. I thought you were going to do an oil painting of it. What are you talking about?
No, you guys. That was the whole point of sending you Grok was on. Look, imagine if you guys were dealing with a real artist.
I'm like, dang it, Ellis, you're trying to get us canceled.
I just thought you guys had the realized we're in tune with the fact that I use that all the time, and anytime it looks like
as I told
somebody that can paint,
you can't help
not
yourself.
Me.
You can't help yourself. It's it's like impulse control.
Yeah, I'm right now. I'm so into AI and what that can do. This tomorrow, my little desk should arrive. That's going to expand my ability to have my oil painting materials right here in front of me.
Oh, nice.
And I will get out here and do a little oil painting.
Dude, I got you fired up, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sorry about
that. I was retired from that notion of doing any oil paintings again ever. Here's Dan.
Hey guys.
Hey Dan. Okay, did you hear what I said about this panel?
I am. I just wanted to say also the part of Frank Miller will be played by Dan Johnson tonight. So. Okay. Actually, what I had planned was you have the shot. What it's going to be is you're going to have Frank's point of view on the monitor. So Emily is sitting there with his.
Oh, so it's not. Okay, so the point of view is on the monitor. It's not Frank's point of view. It's the monitor.
Right. I'm sorry for the confusion. Yeah, I wanted originally to start it out nice and clear, and then it gets staticky in the second take, and then the last take is going to be all the signal's completely lost.
Okay. I can redraw this whole panel.
I'm sorry, dude.
No. I'm just doing the roughs right now.
Well, I figured it was a dramatic way to show Black Cricket's point of view, where basically you're getting a hint that he's going in by himself. And then, of course, we follow that up with him trying to get in touch with Emily, and there's no connection. So we've already established that he's losing the contact, and the farther in he goes into the dead zone. Well, I figured, but I had read where in like bombing situations, where cell towers might be damaged, people will lose. That's one of the things they talk about, people losing cell phone reception. And I figured what Emily's doing is bouncing the stuff off cell phone towers. So the closer to downtown Frank gets, the more contact is going to be.
When the bombing happened downtown, a lot of people couldn't get cell phone.
Yeah,
in Oklahoma City,
Oh yeah, I would imagine all sorts of delicate things got blown to.
Yeah. Well, and the lines got jammed. That was the big thing.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't necessarily that a lot of towers.
Yeah, concerned people.
Yeah, but call and trying to figure out what's going on.
I was going to mention chapter 10 is going to be a little bit of it's going to be another little talky chapter. But one thing I want to do, and this is something I was going to, I didn't think it as an afterthought, but I want to make sure when you draw the cops in chapter 8, the ones that encounter Frank, make sure you've got them with body cam, because that's one of the things we're going to have in chapter 10 is you're going to find out the cops had body cam on them.
Yeah, replays.
Okay, hang on. Let me write that note in the script.
Yeah. Basically, he's been using the jammer to like block the cameras and such, but he's going out right now without even thinking about that. So basically, this is going to be the public's big introduction to the character. It's just one of those things where the situation is so dire, he's going out without even thinking about turning on the jammers or the drone. So, yeah, he is going to get caught on body cam. It's. I'm already thinking about how this is going to play in the second arc, where they're like, okay, the cops are like starting to put a file on this guy. It's like, we can't. He could be. We know he's such and such a height, but of course, the suit could make him look taller.
Yeah.
So he's kind of trying to operate like a repairman Jack before this, huh?
Yeah. And then the voice distorter is going to be altering his voice so much where I figured it might be a cool scene where somebody does like an AI thing, and it's like, you know, it could sound like this, you could also sound like this. It's like it'll pick up on voice recognition, but it's not 100% effective. So basically, he could sound like 10% of the population in the city.
Oh, that's okay. Got it. Okay, and I wrote body cam on that. It was page 7. I think that's the first one where the cops show up.
Yeah. And,
anyway,
and you got my thing about making the female cop look like Ellie
yes.
from WK. Okay, go.
Yes, yes. And the one is going to look like your father, or
well, no, I named him after my dad.
but he's not going to look like your dad.
No, I thought about it. Now, if you want, I've got pictures of my dad I can send you.
Send me one. What did your dad look like?
You've seen pictures of me, right?
I've seen a few. You're scrupulous about hiding your identity.
I'll find one online. I'll do a search for you. No, I'm just kidding.
I've seen pictures of you. A few pictures.
Well, I was gonna say I look nothing like my. The only thing I
don't look like your avatar.
The only thing I have for my dad was my hairline and long legs. I look more like my mom.
I'm not saying anything about your mom, okay? I'm just saying.
My mother was insane, dude. You do not crack about my mom.
Oh.
I said I'm not saying anything about your mom.
Do you look like Ben Johnson? I could just show a photo of Ben Johnson.
The only bad thing I can say about my mom is she looks like me. So, except for her hairline, it was more receding than bald, better baldness. But no, I don't know. We could. Well, the thing is, I figure Sergeant Johnson. I figure he's gonna be like mid-40s. Yeah, I may have some pictures of my dad from that time period. Before he passed. The thing was, until the last year before he died with the cancer, my dad really didn't. His appearance didn't really change. I can't recall his appearance changing that much. And I've seen photos of him from like the mid-70s up until the time he passed away, and it was like maybe an 8-10 year period, and he still looked a lot like himself. So, I mean,
yeah,
there's no radical changes or anything.
Yeah.
I figure at this point, I'm never going to. I'm probably. I just want to figure I've given up on the idea of being married and the idea of having kids. So the best I can do is like name characters after the people I love. So
there are worse things.
And I actually have a psycho path in my family that has told people that her child is the only one that can be named after my father.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My brother named my brother got my brother Mike was never married. He had a common law wife that passed away in like 95. And then Mikey ended up going down to Florida and got hooked up with this woman. And for them, it was one of those things where it was cheaper for them not to be married because they were able to keep their benefits. But she
Sure.
One of the kids had a grandson, so he says my dad's name. My sister, it's my sister. My sister, who had not spoken to my brother in years, got on the phone and chewed him out, saying, my son was the only one who was supposed to be named after our father. So, I don't know why you did that. Why did you name my child after him? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to name a character after my dad.
There you go. That'll teach them.
Screw you. I said if I ever did have kids, even if it was a girl, she was going to be named Luther. It may be like Melissa Luther Johnson or Carolyn Luther Johnson, but she was going to have the name Luther just to spite her. And if it was a boy, of course, it was Gilligan. If I ever have a firstborn son, his name's going to be Gilligan. The second one's going to be the skipper. I'm serious. He's going to be named the Skipper. It's Gilligan and the Skipper. So I'm messing my kids up if I ever have them.
Okay, Ellis.
Yo, the superhero it arrived.
No. I got this yesterday.
There's Red Sonja looking very much like the actress Danning, Sybil Danning. Looks like that was the idea when they. Now that the guy who created that chainmail book, that was Ramita, wasn't it? I think so. I don't know.
No. It was Frank Thorne.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, her first story's in here. This is the origin story of all these. Let's see.
Look
Yeah,
at that.
Frank.
Oh, that's so obviously Frank Thorne. Look at that.
Yeah.
I like him with all those DC horror comics and stuff. You every
Yeah.
now and then, Scott, your screen goes black. I don't know if it's that's the way it gets recorded or not, but
It's the NSA.
yeah.
Anyway, so Dan, I was telling Ellis, I don't know if you heard earlier, but when I was a kid, I had the first two Origins of Marvel Comics books, and I've recently online acquired the Superhero Women and Bring on the Bad Guys is coming. And so I'll get all four of those. Sorry, I had to get my sketchbook because I got a new hairstyle for Emily drawn in my sketchbook.
Nice.
But I need to get it so I can see it. I think
Yeah,
I
you
hope
have it for reference.
I think it's in this sketchbook. Oh, yeah. Right there.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of the same. It's just not as crazy looking as her previous one. But
Like I said, the romance thing is still not going to happen. So
oh, that's okay. That's okay. Frank doesn't deserve her.
But it kind of puts me in my mind of people who have like these shipping things where it's like, well, these characters have to be together.
Oh yeah, no. My only thing was because of that hug.
Well, no. Again, Emily is not a huggy kind of person, so for her to hug Frank, it's going to mean something. Plus, too, one of the things I went back and revised this morning is I was like, there's a scene where Frank comes back and Emily's waiting for him, and it's like, first of all, he's alive, so she relieved at the same time too. She also just found out that, what we discussed in chapter 8 about what's basically all the stuff that's happening behind the scenes is coming to Emily's discovering it. So she's like, it's one of those things where it's like, we need to talk because first of all, you wouldn't risk your life. Second of all, you've got a crap storm heading your way that you need to. That's not going to be.
You got to take care of this.
Yeah. Basically, she knows the crap storm is coming. So
it kind of turns into Dallas there for a little bit, sort of.
Well,
you guys are right on the cusp of getting all this done, and you realize that the next step to do with anything that is sequential is to go ahead and turn it into a movie. You've got it sitting around, laying around. All of a sudden, you'll just be feeding this into whatever engine will do it for you and produce it, 3 minutes at a time, and have a crew working on it, and all of a sudden have a movie if you feel like having a movie. And it also doesn't have to be a movie. It can be an anime,
I'm about 100 steps ahead of you on there, Ellis.
Oh, really? You are thinking about maybe making a movie?
Oh, dude, I've thought about it since Technotainment's been talking to me about working with them.
Yes,
because one of the things that's real popular in Asian countries now is these soap operas that are short, like 3 minutes. And we've talked about the idea of doing and they watch it on their phone, or we talked about the idea of doing something with the Black Cricket. But I've told them I don't own the Black Cricket. I am part of the Black Cricket. You would need money for the rest of it. We're not giving it away.
Yeah.
But that has already been I've talked to the man that started MTV has expressed interest in the Black Cricket.
Wow. Sweet. Cool.
Yeah. So, but it's not going to happen without money.
Yeah. Well, that guy is, it's like old commercial. How do you think a man got to be a man like me?
Not stealing the Black Cricket from us.
Yeah.
We're
not wasting his money.
Well, and they've talked about doing something, and I've told them like, hey, I don't own the Black Cricket. I'm just the artist. Now, could I make an argument for part of it? Yeah. But am I going to tell him that? No, I'm going to tell him, hey, I don't own it. You got to give Dan a lot of money, and then Dan will give me some money.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
How much money are we talking here? I mean,
How much money? Yeah.
I don't know. At least like $50 American.
I mean, are we talking enough money where like I don't have to work for a year? Or are we talking like enough money where I can go to like the Philippines and live like a drug lord for the rest of my life?
I think right now we're talking about, unfortunately, no money.
All right.
Well, we'll see. I mean, that's it's definitely something that they've talked about. Not seriously like how much money would it take? That never. But just they've said the Black Clicker looks pretty interesting. I mean, they don't know anything about it except for the name.
Well, how are they doing? Because anymore, it's like what?
Dude, apparently they're doing pretty good. I thought.
Well, did they finally figure out what their business model is? I mean, that's the deal. I mean, it's like what do you imagine?
They're moving. They moved a guy to Hollywood.
Wow.
Guy moved from Vegas to Hollywood to represent them in negotiations with different entities. He's a lawyer, and I mean, there's a lot going on. They've raised at this point. I've heard all these stories about we want to raise, but they have straight up raised like $2 million of seed capital.
Oh well, there you go. Just think about the only thing that's on X anymore in terms of discussions by all these creatives. One of them is like all the controversy about the craft service feeling like they should have made more money on Obsession, which is, I guess, has got an awful lot of CGI in it. And, and it's cheap for that reason, but it's surprisingly making all kinds of money, apparently. That's the reason.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Well, apparently the people that worked in small, lowly jobs wonder why
Well,
they
no.
weren't in on the big.
I know what craft service is. What's Obsession?
Okay.
Oh, it's a new horror movie.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
What is it? It's a new porn movie? Is that what you said?
No, new horror movie. The big thing about it is that I think they made it for like under $1 million, and it's like kicking butt at the box office.
Yes. I mean, it's made out of money all of a sudden. It's like okay, there's Star Wars and then there's Obsession. I mean, it's making a lot of money.
Oh, really? That kind of money? Wow.
Well, the thing is, it's made more money than it blew past Star Wars and Masters of the Universe. And
can you imagine? Some little indie flick, and it's like, well,
it's made more money than the original Star Wars?
Then one that came out that disappointed.
Oh, the Mandalorian, or not the
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian. It is Mandalorian, isn't it? Well, yeah, that movie's not gonna make money because they screwed up. They gave too much away for free.
Well, it was designed to be a TV series. Everybody comments on that. It's like structure. What the heck? It goes along for 15 minutes, chugs along, and ends, and then it starts again. So that's not a story.
Yeah.
Dude, we talked about this. Don't crack on my mom. Don't crack on Grogu. He's my spirit animal.
I don't have a problem with Grogu. I just think that the idea that it'd be a movie is a little ludicrous. Have you seen it, Dan?
I've not had a chance to. We were on overtime until about 2 weeks ago, and then we got the word today we're back on overtime. So I'm making money while I can. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No. Well, that's a good point. Why you can't
make that money, man.
But I want to. I know I've heard it's really fantastic. I've heard it's really good. I heard it's really fantastic. Everybody keeps talking about how there aren't any high stakes, but it's like sometimes just a nice action adventure film is all you really want.
Oh yeah. I would probably think it was great. The people I'm getting these bad reviews from aren't me. I'd probably be very entertained by it.
Well, the thing about this, from what I understand, the rating, like the Rotten Tomatoes rating, it's the only 3 films that have got higher ratings in the franchise are the original trilogy.
Sure.
It's gotten better ratings than the prequels did, and definitely got better reviews than the sequels did.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I kind of agree with what a lot of critics have said that Disney has shot itself in the foot because it's trained the audience to wait for everything to come to Disney Plus.
Yeah, that is true.
Plus, too, I mean, I thought about looking into like getting tickets for Spider-Man, and dude, the cost for tickets just for like a matinee these days is insane. I'm like,
Wait,
Oh, man.
there's a Spider-Man movie coming out.
oh yeah, brand new day.
Oh, when's that coming out?
That's end of July, I think. Yeah, you haven't seen the trailer for it?
I don't know. I'm a little out of it, apparently.
Are you being serious?
I'm being serious.
No,
I think
they got a trailer, and
I thought there was an Avengers movie coming out.
yeah, it's coming out in December, and I'm waiting to see what happens with that thing because I'm like, that's going to be the way they're talking. I've heard rumors that this thing could already be like $1 billion put out because of like reshoots plus paying
Oh my gosh!
everybody to come and do this thing.
Hey, Scott, we have talked about the. I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt you guys' thread of thoughts on Star Wars stuff or anything like that. But Scott, you and I have talked about how we dig old art. Did you see my post of that when I asked Grok to turn one of its paintings into a clip art? Have you seen
Oh
that?
yeah, I saw that. I was going to comment on that. It looked pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing what it did with the concept of saying, okay, here's your clip art. Let me see if I'll just go to Tumblr real quick and download that and share it with everybody. I'll share both.
Well, Ellis does that. There's one thing I did want to mention.
Yeah.
We're talking about the artwork for Black Cricket, of how everybody's drawing the character. I like that, but the thing is, we've only done like 2 chapters, and what I'm kind of worried about is this going to be like a cosplay thing where it's like, oh, I love that character. This character is so cool. And it's like, what story do you like? Well, I never read the story. I just like.
I saw
you
the
just.
pin-ups. Yeah.
Oh, do you think I'm off model enough that it's concerned?
Well, no, it's just I don't know. I'm kind of like it's sort of like you're dating a really, really gorgeous woman. And everybody's just like, man, she's so hot, man. She's awesome. It's like, she's got the whole package. And I'm like, yeah, but she's also sweet and she's nice and she's good to me. It's like, there's more than just how the character looks. It's like, there's a story there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There was one, not Ellis's, but there was
nice.
one that was a nice drawing.
Okay. Now imagine
it was
being
way off model.
Yeah. Okay, imagine getting that product. I'll have to show my original sketch now. I should have done that.
Yep.
Because the original sketch, it's just complete throwaway. I'll show you that right now.
Well, his torso's too long.
His torso is nice and long, yeah. Well, especially for Doc Savage. Here's my sketch. Yeah, and it's even more pronounced here.
He's got like a Jack Davis quality about it with the arms.
Yeah. The arms are too long. But anyway, so there was that. That. And this is the clip art version.
It looks like the painted version.
No.
Oh.
There's the clip art version.
It's gonna be a second before it shows up. I'm watching it on YouTube.
Okay.
Nice.
There's the clip. Oh yeah, that looks. Oh wow, yeah.
Isn't that amazing? Really all that really cool little, very understated hatching.
I wonder if you use that prompt on your original sketch, what it would do. It wouldn't look like that, would it?
No. There wasn't enough information. Yeah, I had to run it through and get a marvelous painting first, and then say, hey, why don't you retro turn that into a nice little piece of clip art. But I can't imagine anybody within a year that isn't working just that way, that they are taking a little rough notion, feeding it to AI, looking it over, saying, I do like this, I do like that. And that's the way you work.
You hit it on the head though earlier when you were talking about it. at some point, I think it was you that I was reading about, that you said it doesn't do adjustments well.
Oh,
Or
no, it doesn't.
The second time you run it through, it gives you fits.
Yeah, and the other thing is render engines change. You can be using something, you say, what went on here? Why is it no longer giving me the renders it was giving me 10 minutes ago? And they actually, and I asked Gemini why this is. And it says that it's it's more dynamic than you realize. This is being passed around as a chore throughout a kind of a network. And you might not be hooked up to what is your favorite render farm anymore.
Oh, wow.
And
that sucks.
It's kind of weird, you know.
It's like, oh, I like that one. Well, sorry, that one.
And imagine if you're doing a movie and all of a sudden you've got half your movie done, and there's a new rollout for the AI rendering, that the new rollout just doesn't look like half of your movie anymore. You cannot reduplicate it.
That's why you got to do
what
3 minutes.
What am I going to do?
You got to do 3-minute cartoons.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's my idea for the Black Cricket cartoon.
Let's hear it.
High energy, short, punchy cartoon. There could be drama, and it could be continuous, but short and look like a piece of manga art with halftones and bold lines, but it's animated. It looks like, but it's animated. That's what I think a cool Black Cricket cartoon produced by Technotainment would look like.
Well, have you seen Star Wars Visions?
No, I haven't.
Is it on Disney Plus?
It's on Disney Plus. If you get a chance to, I think it may be on DVD. So Ellis, you may be able to.
Oh, there is a. It's anime, isn't it?
Well, the first season is anime. The second season, they went to countries all around the world, and they did like a few were cartoons, a few were stop motion. They did like a claymation story. And in the third season, they went back and did anime again. I highly recommend the first season and the third season. The second season,
hit and miss.
Well, the story, every story is about a young woman that finds out that she's got the Force and has the potential to become the greatest Jedi of all.
Wow.
Except for one story where it's an older brother who's protecting his sister who finds out she has the Force and can become the greatest. There's definitely a girl boss vibe to season 2, but season 1, season 2 are great. What's great about them is the first installment for season 1 is exactly what you describe. It's done in black and white as an anime. It's about a traveling Ronin that comes to this planet that's being terrorized by pirates that are basically using like stolen Imperial tech. But it's in black and white. It looks beautiful. The great thing about these things is the longest episode is like 15 minutes long. Most of these are like 8 or 9 minutes.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're talking about because it is black and white. There's like little shades of red, but it's gorgeous. And again, the anime stories are amazing, and they did a sequel for the third season too.
Yeah, I mean, kind of the Miles Morales Spider-Man movies are kind of what I'm thinking, sort of, but a little more anime looking.
Yeah. Have you seen any of the Arcane stuff? They've got that look nailed. I've seen that in several.
What is that?
Arcane. It's just got a really cool, really well thought out.
Is it a movie or?
It's a movie that's on. It's probably on Netflix. Probably why I know of it and you don't. But it's obviously a video game based kind of thing. But it's a really sharp looking style. It looks mostly like this fairly new Teenage Ninja Turtles look. If you've seen the most recent one of those.
Is it the most recent movie?
Yeah,
Turtle
yeah, the most recent cartoon.
movie?
It looks almost like claymation, sort of.
Yeah, it's got real bright patches of color that are very painterly looking. That's probably why it appeals to me so much. It's very painterly.
Oh, that is one thing I'm going to mention. If we get approached by anybody to do Black Cricket in a movie or a TV series or an anime series, if the
Yeah.
name Seth Rogen comes up, I'm killing the deal.
Yeah, I agree.
What comes up?
Seth Rogen.
Seth
Oh,
Rogen. Yeah.
Seth. Oh, yeah. Well, that guy, yeah.
No.
You know, I love him in Freaks and Geeks. He is
Yeah.
one of the funniest guys
well, he was
in
15.
the thing.
He was 15
Yeah.
and had no power.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Once you get the power, you make everybody pay for all that
Yeah.
lack of power.
Yeah.
But no, it started with Green Hornet, and it's just continued with him
Yes, yeah.
just
yeah.
screwing up superhero
Oh,
franchises.
yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, and he's working on having the power, I guess, during Superbad, and you could say he's funny there, and, you know. And
No,
it just,
no,
no, he wasn't that bad funny in
no,
Superbad either, was he?
that wasn't that funny.
Mm.
It was pretty soft work.
Yeah, well, that's the point. Yeah, it's got to be you're kind of funny to. That's one of the most subjective things in the world, isn't it? What is funny?
No, that movie's not funny. It's not subjective.
Well, the one part where that one actor goes, you know, realizes his driver's license is McLovin. That's pretty funny, McLovin.
Oh, there's a bit.
Yeah. One bit is funny. Yeah.
But now, have you guys seen the movie Fanboys?
Fanboys, I have not. I've heard of it. Have you ever seen Kronos, Captain Kronos?
Oh,
Vampire?
yeah. Yes. Actually, I hear Swingul is getting that later in the. I heard something about Swingul maybe getting in time for Halloween.
That's a good one. I tell you, I was watching it, finishing it up last night on Canopy. Had a couple hours left of time to watch it, and and I had 50 hours to watch it, so it's taken me a while to get back to it in the evenings. But I love that movie, and here I am finishing it up. The big climactic duel is about to occur, and the system went on the fritz.
Oh man.
And so now I've got to use credits again if I want to watch it. And then I checked the library, just assuming they'd have the DVD, You don't have Captain Kronos, surely. No, they've only got e-video of it. Which, no DVDs.
What is Captain Kronos? Is it good?
Oh, have you never seen it? Oh, that's so great that I know somebody that hasn't seen Captain Kronos. That's great. I remember back in the day, a guy just raving at it at a con. He was, when it just came out, and it's like, nothing's that good. Then you see it and you say, it's pretty damn good.
Is it with a K? With a K?
Yeah. Captain Kronos, vampire hunter or killer. I forget which it is. Hunter, I guess. It's just so well. It's character driven. It's just.
Is it 100%?
No, it's but it inspired quite a bit of anime. It had a big influence.
Have you ever seen Vampire Hunter D?
No.
That is probably inspired by that, isn't it?
It is. Vampire Hunter D is basically an anime vampire hunter story. It's like if Hammer did an anime film, it would be Vampire Hunter D. Plus, if you're looking for a reason to want to watch Captain Kronos, if you absolutely positively need a reason, I can give you the best one ever.
What's that?
Carol Monroe.
Oh,
no, Carol Monroe is the actress in it. Yes,
and it's about the first thing she ever did. So she is as young and beautiful as she ever was in that movie. Yep.
Oh yeah. Did you ever?
She is something.
I was going to say, did you ever hear about her doing there was talk about her doing a Vampirella film at one time.
Oh, really?
Oh,
well, it's passed by now. They were showing her in some new interview, and it's like, oh, well, she likes to eat, obviously. Well, that's all right. She was beautiful back in the day.
We still got the memories. But I heard something about there was her, and then they were talking about casting Peter Cushing as Pendragon.
Ah. Back in the day, all these people are gone.
Oh yeah,
one way or the other.
Maybe
Barbara,
she's
I
around.
was surprised how extensively we talk about power. Barbara Steele is in these movies, but heck, a lot of these movies didn't happen unless she's producing them. She was actually quite the mover shaker.
Mhm.
You know, she's that beautiful girl in what is it, Black Sunday or whatever Mario Baba movie it is.
Yeah,
Black Sunday, yeah.
Yeah. But beyond that, and of course, she's in 8.5, and the scene everybody talks about, the big dancing scene.
Yeah, she was the original. I think she can lay claim to be one of the original goth girls. Her, Vampire, and Lily Munster and Morticia Adams. They were like the original goth girls.
Yeah.
It just kind of strikes like this girl you'd meet at like 1 o'clock at a rave outside of.
Yeah.
It's like, she's like, I'm going to take you home and suck out your soul. And it's like,
Yeah.
is this a euphemism? 'Cause I'm willing to take a chance. I'm down either way. I mean, I'm just I got a 50-50 chance she's going to suck out my soul, or this is like a sex thing. I'm like, I'm going to take my chance. Yeah. No, she was, man, she was such an attractive woman. Very, very hot. And yes, you're right. She was amazing. Just the power that she had to be able to get things together. It was amazing. But I think Captain Kronos may actually be on YouTube. I think they may have.
Well, that may be the way to watch it. You can change speeds. I like being able to change speeds anymore. I was watching Casino sped up, and you can't do it because it's just got too many quick cuts in it. Everybody's talking way too quick. Joe Pesci. You don't speed Joe Pesci up because it's just ridiculous. What happens
like
to it when
chipmunk.
Yeah, exactly. When he's chewing somebody out, and he's always chewing somebody out in that movie.
Oh yeah.
I'm listening to this audio book of Dog Soldiers. Have you ever listened or read or saw the movie Who'll Stop the Rain with Nick Nolte in it? It's actually a fairly good adaptation. Now that I've listened to half of Dog Soldiers, I can tell you that it's a fairly strictly good adaptation.
Never seen the movie.
It's a good movie. It's out there. I think it may be on Prime. Hey guys, we've been at it an hour. I can't believe it went by, didn't it?
It went by. Yes, it went by.
Do you and Dan need to talk after for anything?
No, I don't think so. I think I'm
Well,
good.
guys,
We're
I guess
good.
we'll call it a show. I had a good time. I'll take all these
Awesome.
crummy sketches and turn them into beautiful paintings.
Hang on after we hang up, Ellis. I do have some stuff to tell you.
I'm going to end the stream.